Yo, and welcome to Aussie Tech Heads episode 264. How are we doing? Tonight is Thursday, the 17th of November, and that's right, it's just over a month and a week to go to Christmas. So we're moving on. Now, welcome everyone. Welcome to the lounge. Good turnout in the lounge tonight. Good to see. live.thesugardub.com. Welcome to all the new viewers, the loungers. Welcome to all the new loungers. Hope you got a beer or a soft drink or a drink of your pleasure and sitting down and relaxing and enjoying the show. All right. You can call into us live if you want to have a chat through Skype. Just Skype. You can Skype Aussie Tech Heads because that's what we do now. We're not on Aussie Tech Head anymore. Now we've changed it to an S. So hopefully call in with an S. If it doesn't work, this is the first week tonight. So if it doesn't work with an S, just try without it. Oh, that sounds complicated, but anyway. Shoutcast audio, you can listen through the Shoutcast. Just search for Aussie Tech Heads and video, pre-recorded video of the show, or post-recorded, on YouTube. YouTube.com/The Secret Hub. Now, also, there's a paper.aussietechheads.com.au if you want to see some sort of little newspaper, magazine-style compilation of stories that the listeners, that the users have shared or reshared or authored. So you can have a look at that. And hello to all our other listeners overseas. I know there's a few. I get a few emails every now and then, so g'day to you guys. And don't forget, we're still daylight saving, so it's 7 p.m. from 7 p.m. with the Tech Webcast boys, and then 7:30 p.m. Queensland time for us. Now, hello Eric. How you doing?
Hi mate. How you going? Can you hear me all right?
we can hear you. So far, so good. So
all right.
So big
aside
news
from the drama of the connection, I'm all right.
Yes, well, big news from Eric this week is you bought a new mixer.
Oh, look, I don't know if it's big news or big rip-off.
No, it's big news.
Because the connection, I'm sure it's fine. It's just my connection is absolute crap.
Yes. So, but are we going to put it down to the connection? Because we did try even 3G.
Well,
we tried them all, and it's all the same.
We did try everything. We tried the Mac and the PC, and on 3G, ADSL, and cable. All is isolating it with the mixer attached directly to the PC, and then the mixer attached directly to the Mac, and still nothing. So all I can think of was that, the 3G, I can expect it to be a little bit flaky because I'm in a very heavily wooded area here, so there's a lot of interference with respect to bouncing signals. So I expect it to be a little bit dodgy on a voice call, but ADSL and cable, I think it's just I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've followed all the instructions and watched all the YouTube videos on which plug goes where and everything else, and it was Well,
we'll see how we go. It's going okay at the moment. There's probably just one little switch that we haven't flung or something like that, but we'll sort it out. Don't you worry about that. But it's going good at the moment. No Will tonight. Will is working or something, so no Will tonight. And what else has been going on? Nothing. You tell me it's still raining in Sydney. It's been damn hot up here, I tell you.
God. Well, it was hot those first, what was it, Monday? Possibly, what's today? Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, then it got a bit cooler on Tuesday. And then yesterday and today, it's just been raining. It's just horrid.
Yeah, right. It's been raining a bit down there, but it's been hot up here. I've got the AC on now, and loving it in the cool.
I've got a long sleeve shirt on. Look at this.
Yeah, right. No way. You haven't got the heater on, have you?
I did have.
Turn it up.
No, that's that bad. It was something
right.
like 17 degrees today.
Yeah, right. That's rubbish.
It's freaking summer, people.
Doesn't God know? Come on. Now, what else was I going to say? That's about it, I think. That was about it. Mixer, yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's about it. Good stuff. All right. Now, where are we going to start tonight? I'll kick off. I'll kick off with, you can come in with this because you've probably got the similar story. And we don't know what everyone's got this week because Google Notebook has died. It's been buried. You can't put any new notes into it, so that's no good. But anyway, such is life. We've moved on. We tried. What was that other piece of pus we tried?
Zoho.
Oh yeah, Zoho. That wasn't too bad.
Big Ho.
But that Big Ho. What? But yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we're in the Google Docs tonight. I don't know what you're in, but I went to Google Docs, and so that's going all right.
Well, I started a what's it called, Spring Note account, which I think I'll end up going to do Google Docs. It's just
that was
very
too slow. That was pig slow. That was that was an 80-year-old pig. That thing. That was
80. I think it was a dead pig.
It might have been stuffed with lead. It was that slow. But anyway.
Oh yeah. So I've got it up. So that'll be the last time I use it. I'll probably go back to Google Docs.
Good. And yeah, so iOS 5.0.1 is out. It's out.
Yeah.
Hopes to improve battery life.
It doesn't.
There's a 1 missing off that graphic. But it's Apple has said that it's that 5.0.1 saying it fixes bugs causing the poor battery life that iPhone 4S users in particular had been complaining about. So hopefully.
Well, I've noticed on my battery it's a bit worse as well, and I've just got an iPhone 4.
Yeah.
The other day, I didn't make one call until about 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yep.
On my phone.
Geez, that'd be a rarity for you, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I reckon.
And I went to make a call and I looked at it and it was 64%. I had made a call.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's how my my Android used to go, but that's all sorted out now. But yeah, so I have to. My Kim's got a 4S, so I have to ask her how her battery life's been going. Because she updated over Wi-Fi.
She probably doesn't know. She probably hasn't charged it since she bought it.
She charged it, but it updated over Wi-Fi. My iPad 2 updated over Wi-Fi, so that was all good. Apparently, you can't get this update over 3G though. Won't do it over 3G.
No, too big a file. But it was it's a lot quicker than attaching it to your computer.
Yes,
because it has when you attach it over your computer, it downloads the whole 700 meg file.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I knew it was a big one. That's probably where all my bandwidth's going. All these Apple updates. Jeez,
probably
they got some, haven't they? So other thing that have been tweaked. Siri has been tweaked so it can understand us better. Good old Aussies. Something obviously I don't know how they would have tweaked that. Probably threw in a few buggers so it understand buggers and thongs and whatever else.
Yeah.
Slabs.
Yeah. Where's me 20? Give us $20.
Winnies. All that sort of stuff.
Winnie Blue.
Winnie Blues.
They probably got a few bogans to put their voice into the database.
The voice print. That's
the voice print.
A few households.
Now talking to this, Robbo.
Yeah. So anyway, they said Australian Voice. Apple said it has at least squashed some bugs in the iOS relating to syncing of documents from the operating system devices to the iCloud. The original iPad also gets the 4 and 5 finger multi-touch gestures that the iPad 2 users got with the iOS 5 update. I've never used a 5 finger bloody twist or whatever you call it. I've never used one.
I don't know how you'd use 5 fingers on a iPhone.
I don't know.
I'd end up slapping myself in the face.
Slapping yourself in the forehead.
That's it'd be a big iPhone forehead slap.
Forehead slap. A bad security hole in the iOS has also been plugged. They're not saying what it was though. The one where an iPad 2. Oh no, they did say what it was. It's the security hole where the iPad 2 with a magnetic smart cover could have its logon security code bypassed. Yes. But there's also another new feature in the photo app that comes with the phone. It's the pan the phone to take a panorama feature in the camera app.
Is that just 4S?
Oh, it could be. Oh, well, it says as this story goes, it just bangs on about iOS, but it could be. Who knows?
Right. Okay.
Could be. Yeah. So there you go. So yeah, my iPad updated, so I didn't really see any difference. So I don't know if anything's going on there. But just before we take off from Apple, the Gmail app is back. Remember the Gmail app came out a couple of weeks ago for about 2 seconds.
Yes, the Gmail was a G up.
It was, but it's back. It's back. Google's Gmail app for iOS is back 2 weeks after the company ripped the first version out of the App Store due to a bug that broke notifications. Now Google representative, we've fixed the bug and notifications are now working and the app is back in the App Store, he said. Good on him. Version 1.02 includes pinch to zoom for HTML messages, but little else has changed and it only supports one email account. Well, I wanted to see if...
Oh, what an absolute fast forward on technology that is.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it'll improve. I want to see 5 fingers. That's what
I don't see the point with the Gmail app when I can just get all my Gmail accounts using the iPhone mail app, and I'm going to have more than one account, and they all just go into the one inbox.
Yeah. Oh, it'll improve. Yeah, I don't...
So why would I use a Gmail account?
Don't know. I don't know why I don't use the Apple Mail account. I'm not sure,
Oh,
actually.
it's brilliant. Brilliant. You can have as many accounts as you want, and it all just aggregates. It goes into their separate inboxes.
Yeah.
But if you press a folder that says all inboxes, it just aggregates everything. So you don't have to keep switching between inboxes.
I think maybe my reason was the Apple Mail account doesn't show you part of the body of the email. It just shows you the header. I can't remember.
No, it can show you the first. You can go the first 2 lines or the first 5 lines of the email.
On the
until you click on it and you can go in.
Because on the iPad here, mine's I think I went to Google through the web and it came me the mobile version. Hang on, let me see if I can have a look here. Yeah, but see, to me, is incorrect. So I don't know. I changed my password, so I can't log in. It's always the way, and it hasn't changed for 5 years. Changed it this week.
No.
Now I can't show you.
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah, it's always the way. All right, I've got a couple of Google stories tonight, but have you got anything, Eric, to do with Apple, Google?
Yeah. Anyone feel like an NBN story?
Now, just before you go on, now I don't know just before you go on with that one, there's a bit in news.com.au. And it just links to a few videos on YouTube about how the NBN's going to get rolled out, how it works.
That's what I'm about. That's exactly what I was going to.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
No, that's
now that I've said it.
No, because you know why? Look, I think it's funny. The reason I bring it up is I think it's funny, and because the big headline was NBN releases the sites. You know, check when your site's next. So it made it sound like that they've released all the information on all the sites.
I know.
Right?
I know.
So I've clicked on there. I'm thinking, oh, beauty.
Yeah.
I clicked on there, and basically
excited.
what it was a rehash of the the media statement they did a few weeks ago on the first release sites. You know, the next 28 locations or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was rubbish.
I'm thinking, I don't know if the journalist just lifted the media release straight off what NBN supplied them and said, oh, yeah, we'll just cut and paste that, no worries.
Yeah, more
than likely because they're freaking lazy. Or they made it up themselves to sell papers or get, click-throughs and all this sort of thing. Look, and I think that's just disgraceful.
Yeah, because I saw that myself. I was going around the stories today and I went, oh, NBN, sites release. I'm going, oh, I got a bit chimpanzee-like.
But they made it sound like this is the first time you've heard it. They released the sites. They had a site release when they did the media release a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So
it's just rehashing. It's just more spin from the government. More spin.
Yeah, so they've got here a little video, the NBN Explained. Find out all about the NBN in the simple video. Goes cut a picture of some guys pulling their cable.
Pulling something.
Yeah, pulling something on trucks. And so it looks like that cable's going overhead. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Is NBN going overhead? Hey? That's not even NBN, is it? The NBN's not going up in the sky, is it?
Dude.
You're kidding me. Are you kidding me?
No. They said that where possible to save money, they will use existing light poles.
Right. It's also got a picture... Also got a video of what have they got here? The NBN getting connected. Looks like an episode of South Park, just quietly. Where's Carlton?
Hey, you know what? I think the workers do actually look that way, and I think I saw that truck at Toys R Us.
So the bloke at the front there looks like Malcolm Turnbull actually, and he's just going, "Who killed Julia? Oh, well, too bad."
Oh, well, who cares?
Who killed the NBN, that's right.
I think Malcolm Turnbull's the one at the back giving the guy at the front the finger.
Oh, right, it could be. And then, yeah, there's another video there, but geez, how much does it... Oh,
What are these characters? Who's
look at the head on that
their
guy.
advertising agency? Who designed this rubbish?
Oh, this is the news
And look at
story.
this. Look at this. Look at the dog is just looking at the computer, going, you know what?
Yeah,
This is great.
this is great.
I can't wait to go onto dogfood.com and order my own meals.
But whatever he's looking at, he's getting a bit excited. So anyway, that's...
He's looking at porn.
Oh, no, he might... No. You know what he's doing?
No.
He's looking at Facebook, that's right.
Yeah, he's looking at Facebook. That's right. Speaking of which, good segue.
Yes, go. Have you got one?
No, your story, the Facebook porn story.
Oh, I do
Did
have
you
a...
get that one?
Yeah, I got that one, all right. Now, what's happened over in Facebook is it's been... well, hacked or spammed, whatever you want to call it. Facebook says a hack that exploited some web browsers was responsible for a flood of porn, violent images, and other graphic content.
If you're going to get porn, a flood of porn is the way to go.
You need a flood of porn.
You need a flood. It's raining women or men, depending on your orientation.
But some of this stuff is just sick that was coming through. Pictures of a dead dog.
You want that?
Naked grandma, you know.
Oh,
You know.
dude.
Yeah, well, you know. But the most shocking and disturbing one that I thought was Justin Bieber performing a sex act. Well, I would just close my account straight away.
But he doesn't know how to do anything like that.
That's what I was thinking. How old is this guy? He's only 12, isn't he? How old is he? I don't even know who he is.
Or something.
Who is this guy? Justin bloody
Bieber.
Bieber.
Oh, you wait till your daughter is about 10.
Well,
She starts telling you about this, that, and the other. You'll be thinking, Jesus.
yeah.
You'll know who they are. You'll know exactly. At the moment, all you know is Dora and Dinosaur Train.
Yeah, I'm getting into the Zuzu Pets or something.
Zuzu Pets, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of that rubbish going on. But but anyway, Facebook has said that users were tricked into pasting malicious script into their browser URL bars. Why are you pasting stuff into your
Who's
URL
pasting?
bar?
How dumb is this?
I know, causing them to unknowingly share the offensive content. Like, what? Apparently...
You know, it's funny because I don't know if that's altogether true. I think that was one way of getting people who are stupid enough to do that. But a friend of mine on Facebook got online. Someone posted all this stuff on his behalf through his account.
Yeah,
and,
right.
Then he got it logged in and saw it all, and then put a post up. My apologies, my site's been hacked. I didn't post all that filth and blah 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 and all this sort of stuff. And so I don't know how he got it. He's pretty tech savvy, this bloke. Yeah. So I couldn't imagine him cutting and pasting a script.
No. But anyway, that's one of the stories. So who knows really what's going on? But anyway, Facebook's security team has been working to identify the cause of the spam, and by Tuesday afternoon gone, we have eliminated most of the spam caused by the attack. Good on them.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Well, that leads us to our next story.
Yes.
Google Android malware surges 472%. Did you see that story?
No. So
Google Android malware, for the phone. The
phones.
What a gingerbread and bloody scrotum sandwich or whatever they got.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, ice cream sandwich.
That's the one.
All right, now the story says, where is it? Android trying to eat Apple. In the era of the personal computer, Apple's machines were often less vulnerable to security threats than the alternative. That also may be the case with the rise of smartphones. Because, everyone knows that Google's operating system is so fragmented, like Windows, basically. It's everywhere. Anyone can put it on anything.
Yeah.
And as a result, it's easy to put viruses on it. So they're saying that in the last, I think it's 12 months, 472%.
Wow.
That's quite a lot.
That is a lot.
And on a phone, I think it'd be a lot more dangerous on a phone because it could steal your contact lists, your phone numbers. You could probably make calls on your behalf on your account from another phone.
Yeah.
Your banking details, your Gmail passwords.
You got to watch out with all this stuff.
It's quite a lot at risk there on a phone.
Yeah.
And there's no and could you imagine trying to install malware software on a phone?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Look, I
You'd
think
go to make a call. It'd take you 5 minutes before it boots up.
yeah. Oh, hello. That's what was happening with mine.
Yeah.
I'd go. Oh yeah, I want to log in at the wherever at Target, and I go, click to open it. I go, oh, I can't wait for this too much longer. I'm going to keep walking. I'd get all the way home, 10 minutes away, and I go, oh, I finally come up. I went log in. So I thought, yeah, my phone was getting very unresponsive, so I rebooted reformatted, whatever you call it.
You rooted it.
Yeah, yes. Oh, I've just had some late mail that Justin Bieber has NBN. So there you go.
Yeah, thanks for that, Brian Henderson.
Oh, Brian. Now,
Brian told me.
Brian told me so. Now, Google launches music store. I don't know if you've seen that one. It's not in Australia yet.
I watched Leo this morning when they had a live cross to the Google
right.
Music event.
Oh, so it was
pretty good.
Was a big deal over there in the US.
It was a big deal over there, but you know what? They just don't know how to do presentations. You know, it was no Apple presentation, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Apple presentations are really slick.
Yes.
But the content, what they were saying and how they were going to do it was very good. And I don't know how long we're going to wait till we get it here.
Yeah, I don't know. There's apparently no immediate plans. But starting this week, Google Music is open in the US at market.android.com. And over the next few days, they will roll out Music Store to Android Market on devices running 2.2 and above. Now, the Music Beta service is what it was known as when it was launched, offered free cloud storage for personal music up to 20,000 tracks. The new service...
Who would have 20,000 tracks? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I might have a few. Don't know if I got that many though.
You wouldn't have 20,000.
No, I got 19 maybe. It's,
turn it up.
Turn it up. But BF, up to 20,000 tracks. The new service is, in contrast, offered more than 13 million tracks for sale from artists with various recording groups. Now, Google Australia spokeswoman, a spokeswoman this time, good to see the ladies out there getting amongst it, said there was no timetable for making Google Music available to local users. So, I don't know. Maybe we could somehow, I don't know. Oh, but they're GPSed and everything, aren't they, these phones? They're going to know where you are.
Yeah. Oh, you can't hack a phone.
No. No, well, some people can.
Well, as far as trick it into telling you it's at a different location than what it is, unless you're an engineer.
Unless you're Justin Bieber.
Or if there's someone in the chat room that can tell us.
That's right. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, did you have any other Google stories or anything?
No more Google story. I had that same Google story.
Oh, yeah.
And I watched it, and it was very good. I think it'll be... Look, I think at the end of the day, it's going to come down to the ease of use of their software interface so that you can access these songs from whatever device, whether it be your PC, your Mac, your Android phone, your Android tablet. And if their software is clunky and, typically engineer-driven and engineer-designed, then I don't think Apple's got anything to worry about, because no one wants to frick around trying to configure this and configure that. And that's what I find with Android. It's just very, very finicky, very picky and finicky to set up.
Yeah, look, with the cloud storage and everything, like that's a great idea. But I downloaded this thing for my phone called Subsonic, and I can stream songs from my computer at home anywhere in the world. So that works for me. It works great.
It's like a VPN straight to your home. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm out and about, and I can just stream. I can actually stream videos as well. Not with Subsonic, but I've got another thing called... Oh, no, on the iPad, I think I've got an Air Video. Is that what it's called on the iPad?
Yeah, the Air Video, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really... It's really good. It doesn't matter where you are these days. Like, maybe you don't really necessarily need the cloud. If you've got 40,000 songs, well, you just have them all on
You're not going to upload it to the cloud, are you? No, let's face it.
You've already got them at home. So you just stream them. You stream them when you want to. Like...
Yeah, agree. Oh, look, it depends. What's going to happen for people that have got physical songs on their hard drives that they've already purchased? Yeah, you wouldn't then suddenly upload those if you can stream it from home anyway. But as it's the way it's going now, and Apple's already done it with your songs are always available. All your songs that you purchased in the past, they're always there. So if you lose one, you delete one by accident, you can just go and download it again.
Well, I've backing up all my stuff to somewhere. to the cloud. We're Crash Plan.
That place. Yeah, that place.
Yeah. So, oh, yeah, what's going on there? Yeah, so I'm going up to Crash Plan. So that's all right. So all my music is going up there anyway, just as a backup. But anyway. Anyway, that's what happens.
I transferred all mine to the NAS.
Oh, how are they going? You got your second one back, didn't you?
Got the second one back. That's at the office.
Yeah, that's
freed up some hard drive space and threw some backups on there.
And it's all remote.
It's still being backed up to the cloud though at the same time. So
right. And what are you using to back it up to the cloud?
What's it called? Carbonite.
Right. And you like that works for you?
Yeah, it does. The only thing with Carbonite is that the download is, dog slow.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. They throttle your download. It's just a bit stupid.
Well, I suppose so. If you...
But the thing is though, the only thing I back up to the cloud now is documents, and so they're quick.
Yes.
Documents, PDFs, client information. Even at home, I don't back up my music and movies and TV shows anymore because they're all available. If I ever lose one, I just go to iTunes and I can re-download it.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's got a, whereas in the past I was constantly backing those up because I didn't want to pay $20 for a movie and then lose it.
Yeah, of course. I use instead of backing up videos and DVDs and all that, because I've put all my DVDs onto the server. Like I've ripped them onto the server. And I've got the physical media in the cupboard, whatever. So that's my one of my backstops. But look, I back everything up to this thing. We're using this thing called AllSync, which I find is great. I can set up a predetermined backup plan, so to speak. So I just put a hard drive in a toaster, and go what I'm backing up, what the name of the backup job, the backup job I want.
Yeah.
So say it's DVDs. I put the hard drive in the toaster. Hit the backup job, away it goes. It just increments updates as well, backups, so it doesn't back up the whole thing. It just finds out what's changed and brings it across. So that works all right for me. I think it costs you $20 or something. There is a free trial if you don't do it too much, but I started backing up heaps, so it was.
Yeah.
Look,
He's got a question from the rumor. Why not Google Docs for all my? I'm assuming he's referring to my documents. I cannot. Because of the security of my client files, that I have to be very careful where I back those up. I have they're on the server, obviously, at work. They're on the NAS at work. They are on another interchangeable backup drive that I switch over every 2 days. So one's at home and one's in the office. So if anything happens, I've got a physical copy here, and it's on Carbonite because they've got SSH or SSL, 256. Encryption. I don't think Google Docs has that. Or they've got HTTPS, but I don't trust that can't be broken into. So that's why.
Yeah, well, that's probably good. And like, I suppose, well, as far as I've got, I think I paid $5 a year for 20 gig. Is it from Google? And I use Picasa and throw all my photos up on there. So
yeah, right.
So I do it that way, and then it all syncs with the phone, and blah blah blah. So that all works.
Oh, everything syncs with everything these days.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good.
Yeah.
You got to spend your time to set it up though. But once you set it up,
it takes time.
It's good. Yeah. Okay. Now, speaking of songs and books and whatever's, did you?
Yes.
You got a Audible tip?
I've got an Audible pick.
Or a favourite?
I have got an Audible pick, but this is not something I chose. It was a gift given to me, an audio book, because my sister knows I like audio books. So she got me this book, and I was in the middle of the Steve Jobs book, which I've now finished. And how are you going with the Steve Jobs book, by the way, mate?
Not much further than last week. Look, I know. I am. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to try and figure out how to put it onto my phone.
You know what you do, mate? I'll tell you what you do. Go for a walk. Do a 5K walk and put that in your ear.
Yes, I just got to get it onto the phone.
Yeah, and you'll find that 5K walk goes so quickly that you want to do another 5Ks.
Yeah. So because I do listen to I listen to Twit TV live, the live stream when I'm walking around, and so I've just downloaded actually through the week. I've re-put on what did I re-put on this phone? because as you know, I've had a lot of problems with it, and so I've reformatted it, and I was sort of been a bit scared to start putting the apps back on because I think I had a dodgy one. But look, I only just re-put on a thing called Double Twist, so I'm hoping that it says that it syncs into your iTunes playlists. So hopefully,
yeah, it can. I used to use that, and it. See how you go. I didn't like it. It's too fiddly. Typical Google crap.
yeah,
Too fiddly.
but it's probably come through a few versions since you last used it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got to be better. It'd have to be a lot better.
But see, now I've just tried to open that, and it hasn't opened yet. Like, this
What's
is what
that?
I mean. This double twist. I just pushed that to open.
There you go.
Is this the problem on my phone? And there it is. There. Is this the app that's giving me drama?
Possibly.
Look, and it's still non-responsive. Now it's application double twist in processed is not responding. Force close.
Good.
Like,
excellent.
This is what drives me mad.
Yeah. iPhone 5, please.
This is what drives me absolutely mad, because every time you try and do something, it doesn't friggin' work. Now I'm going to try and open it again. Oh, it opens the second time. Bit faster.
Yeah.
So,
probably had to clear the memory.
Well, so what? Yeah, there it goes. But anyway, sorry to tell you about my problems.
So no, that's all right. So she got me this book, and I waited till I finished the Steve Jobs books before I started it, and I thought, do I want to start this? Am I really interested in this? What it is, it's called Stories I Only Tell My Friends, an autobiography. It's written by and read by Rob Lowe, the actor.
Oh, nice.
And I tell you what, I thought, I'm not going to like this. I'll start it off. If I don't like it, I just won't bother. But it's a very interesting story. From his childhood, how he got started, the alcoholism, the drugs, everything else, and he reads it very well. He's got a good voice for it. He reads it very well. And you know how in a lot of books there's different characters?
Yes, yeah.
And a lot of people will use their own voice as the character's voice, so sometimes it's hard to determine who's talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Rob Lowe puts on the voices of these characters. Like
good.
He'll do a Francis Ford Coppola voice. He's got a really strange voice, very softly spoken, but a little bit manic, that sort of thing. And he'll do the voice. And then because, he's talking about how he met Tom Cruise and Charlie Sheen and all. They lived down the road from him and all this sort of stuff when he moved to California. And he's doing, Tom Cruise's voice and, that sort of hyperactive, sort of.
Yeah, nice work. Good
and
stuff.
it was just I thought, this guy, he's doing the voices. It's really, really entertaining.
Yeah.
So it's good. So
I
didn't mind it too much
I never
at
knew
all.
much about Rob Lowe until I watched, and don't laugh, but I was watching that Brothers and Sisters show. And
that's all right. I used to watch that until they started putting on at freaking midnight.
Yeah. Well, see, I got the Windows Media Center onto it, so I just taped it whenever. We just taped it whenever it was on. But like, he played a good part. I quite enjoyed his character, and
he's a good actor.
Yeah,
he's not a bad actor.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. So, did you have a little sample?
I have a little sample here. I'll just make sure this comes through.
Currents of fame, dating, career ups and downs. Curious to see how his life would play out.
Is that coming through?
Sometimes he and I would both appear on those shameful lists of hunks.
Was that coming through?
Yes.
It was, okay.
Yep.
Can there be a more degrading or frankly gross word than hunk? Hunk of what? Hunk of wood? Hunk of cheese? Yikes. There may have even been a girl or two whom we both coveted, but that was the extent of my contact with him. In the late 90s, my wife Cheryl and I were on a romantic ski vacation in Sun Valley, Idaho. We still felt like newlyweds, in spite of having two beautiful baby boys from whom we'd escaped for a rare evening out. Sun Valley is one of my favorite spots. It's old school, as the site of North America's first chairlift, glamorous, the home of Hemingway and early Hollywood royalty, and boasts one of the greatest ski mountains in the country. I'd been going there since the mid-1980s, and had always liked the mix of people you might encounter at any given time. One evening at a big holiday party, I felt a tap on the shoulder. It was John Jr. "How've you been, man?" he asked.
He's talking about his meeting with JFK Jr.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, so
So no, he's met a lot of people, and how he bumped into them. It's just a lot of luck. Like he went to the same school in Santa Monica when he moved from. He moved some. So he's from the Midwest. Can't remember the town now. And he went to Santa Monica High School, and Charlie Sheen's there, and Emilio Estevez, his brother, and and Sean Penn.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
it's
right.
very, very interesting. So
Well,
go and get it.
go and get it. And if you want to get a free credit, go to aussietechheads.com.au, click on the Audible link, the banner, and go away and sign up for it, and you get a credit free for 14 days or whatever it is, and it'll guide you through. But go to the aussietechheads.com.au and grab that banner. Or I think you can also go to audibletrial.com/aussietechheads. Whatever you want, whatever takes your fancy. Just
Yes.
just go and do it. And the free credit, that helps us out, and also helps.
Helps everyone out.
Amazon.
You get a free book, we get some sponsorship, and you get entertained.
That's right. So thank you, Audible, for your generosity. All right, now where are we moving to?
I don't know, where do you want to move to?
Have you got any other stories?
I'd like to move to an NBN area. That's where I'd like to move to, but that's not going to happen.
Goodna. Okay, Eric's moving to Goodna.
Yeah, Will, I'm coming to see you.
He's moving to Blacktown. All right.
Never gonna happen.
Okay, what about this one? I got one here. Let's talk about. I'll get the graphic up for those people who want to see graphics. Oh, something happened. Maybe I don't have it. Oh well, there you go. Bad luck. Don't have it.
What graphic was that?
I was looking for a graphic to do with this story about what I'm about to say, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll just have to talk about it. I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, no, doesn't matter. 1, 2, I'm missing episode number 3. But anyway, Google has criticised state and territory government agencies on Australia's east coast over their reluctance to make public data available for its tools, the Google tools. Now, I'll tell you the story. Only West Australia and South Australia and Northern Territory has authorised their data, their public transport data, for example, to go into the Google Transit service. Now, the Google Transit service, I don't know if had a look at the Google Transit service?
I have not.
It says it's a web page, say Google Transit, and you'll see it. And it's all about what sort of public transport's available in any town in the world, or towns that are in its database. So anyway, obviously it's trying to get Sydney, Melbourne, and Canberra and all that sort of stuff. But the state governments have been a bit dicky about it. Not wanting to release and support.
What a surprise!
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's public data, and what harm would it do? But anyway, Google.
It's public data because you can buy the get it free. They issue the free bus schedules.
Yeah. So Google. So it's about 500 cities around the world. Google has said we provide this for free. No government funds are required to get this information published on Google Maps. Yet you would be surprised how difficult it is to get this information from various trans departments around Australia. Mr. Noble said, who's the Google dude. You would think this is a no-brainer, encouraging people to take trains, buses and ferries. Why wouldn't you do this? He went on to say that that Google had been in negotiation to get data on Sydney, Melbourne and Canberra for years. So for years. He alleged...
You know what? Governments are just so stupid.
But I mean, what is wrong with giving a timetable out? But anyway, he alleged...
You can get it anyway. You know what they're saying? Oh, it's copyrighted. That belongs to us. Yeah, but you're supposed to be providing a public service. And if you can provide it in more ways than one, it's just a different method of distribution. What is the big deal?
He alleged that monetisation and liability concerns seem to be the main sticking point for the government agencies.
What liability concern?
But you were late for your meeting. I don't know. I got no idea.
If you go by their printed schedule, you could be late for the meeting anyway.
Yeah, I know.
That's not going to make any difference.
I just think you get all these bureaucrats, and they're either just too.
They've never done a real job in their freaking lives. That's why.
Yeah, they're either too scared to make decisions, which I think may be it. Because have you ever noticed that no one makes a decision? It's always like 2, 3, or more people to make the decision. So then you can't blame
any sheep. Don't get me started.
Because I reckon it's then because you can't blame any one person if the decision is wrong.
That's right. Because they want to have the ability to finger point.
Yeah.
And if that ability is lost, then suddenly they're accountable. And in public service or government, a lot of government agencies, there's no such thing as accountability. They don't know what it is. They don't want to. They don't want to even go anywhere near there. They just think, no, you know what? We don't want accountability. That's why I'm working for the public service, so I don't have to be accountable.
Yeah. So there are certain agencies that take the view that if we don't publish the information, by definition, they are not liable for any action. Like, what a friggin' load of crap!
It's just gutless idiots. Piss off.
Yeah.
The whole lot of you can just piss off.
Noble/Google urged government agencies to consider 3 rules. Number 1, the best time to get public information out is ASAP. We have a preference for raw data, not necessarily highly curated data. Number 2, only withhold it if there's a clear imperative to withhold, such as privacy or security reasons. The bias should be to not withhold. And number 3, wherever possible, make the data available free of charge. Sounds easy, doesn't it?
Well, you know what? The government will do this, and I go, yeah, okay, but we're going to charge $5 or whatever.
But as
it'll be. They always got their hand in your pocket.
But as PA in the lounge has just said, you can get transit apps for your iPhone for Sydney, and you can get it for the Gold Coast and Brisbane as well. Trains, buses, and ferries. There's an app. I think it was even made up by a third party.
Maybe that's what it is. They want to be in control of the information, so they release their own government-sanctioned apps rather than hand it over to Google.
I can't see the problem.
But if Google's going to do it for free, that means the government agency doesn't have to hire developers and maintain it and have all the infrastructure and staff to support it. Then why wouldn't you do it? It's free.
That's right. Who knows?
They're not charging you anything.
Who knows?
Idiots.
But
idiots.
Anyway. It's just some things are just crazy. You don't understand them, and like sometimes you just think you just want to go in there. If you were the boss, you just clean this place up so fast.
You'd fire the lot of them. Speaking of a place where most people should be fired, Canberra. There's a story here. I've lost it now. IINet is offered $80 million to buy Canberra-based telco Transact. Did you see this story?
Yes, I did. I didn't read too much into it, but yes, I did.
Yes, so it is understood that financial terms have been agreed to and that IINet is completing due diligence on the deal, Mark's favourite word, on the deal and the company's technical assets. It declined to comment on the deal, saying it does not comment on market speculation. But they've already agreed to it anyway. The proposed deal, which sources told Australian is worth between 60 and 80 million, will cement IINet as the clear third force in Australian telecommunications. I thought they were already third.
Well, yeah, who knows? Maybe they're just cementing.
So, all right, so it's just the concrete boots.
Yes, they're just cementing. Hopefully not to sink. But that's right.
Yes, that's right.
But yeah, they've
spent a fair bit of money. They bought last year. They paid $40 million for NetSpace, and they bought AAPT's consumer database for $60 million.
Yeah, right.
So in the space of the 24 months, they're going to spend nearly $200 million.
Yeah.
Good on them.
Good on them. They must be making some.
Oh, they have to be.
If they're making it, that's obviously to Telstra and Optus's and so forth's detriment. So, good.
Look, yeah, keep them going. More competition, the better.
Now, overseas, Japan to be precise. I don't know if you've seen this little fella. This is quite amusing. Japanese firm unveils the iPhone Geiger counter in the wake of the Fukushima nuclear accident. Now, how fun is this? Now, this is the probe, which is 14 centimeters long by 5 centimeters wide, connects to the iPhone, and the screen displays radiation readings in combination with a special app, such as the Geiger bot. Well, there you go. Japan has been on alert for the impact of radiation since the devastating tsunami crippled the Fukushima nuclear power plant. Radiation hotspots have been discovered in various regions, some of which were unrelated to the nuclear disaster. That's what I think is scaring a lot of people. It is scary crap.
It's you don't know where this stuff was dropped.
You don't know where. The hell it is.
Wind takes it.
I'd be getting out of there. The first models for iPhones.
Easier said than done, mate.
The first models for the iPhones will go on sale in the next couple of days, for $127. There you go. There you go. So I don't know. If I was in Japan, I'd probably get one. Stick it in your potatoes before you buy them.
Now, I was about to say, you'd probably test your food. Say, little Johnny. Oh, his name wouldn't be Johnny. It'd be little Hakari. Don't eat that chicken because if you do, you'll grow 3 heads.
That's right. It's going off the scale. It's off the scale.
That's right. It's off the scale.
Now, did you have any other stories?
No.
All right. Well, I'll keep going before we finish.
Yep.
Now, what's this one here? Do you want a brand new iPod Nano for free? Well,
yes, I do, and I've got 2 first generation iPod Nanos, and I might fill that in and get 2 new ones. But you know what? Would you bother?
Don't know. For free, you might. iPod Nanos. These ones here on the screen, the little Nanos, sold between September 2005 and December 2006. If you still have one, then Apple wants to give you a new one. Apple wants to give you one of those little new ones because apparently
they want to give you. They apparently they have a risk of catching on fire.
Yeah, the battery overheating and bang goes your pants on fire. And people call you
liar, pants on fire.
That's right. No one wants their pants on fire because it warms things up. And
yes.
So if you got one of those iPod Nanos, send it back to Apple. Get on the Apple Store and Apple site, or go into the store and ask them how to do all that sort of stuff. That's pretty good.
You can do it on the site. Actually.
All right, nice.
You can do it on their website, and you touch in the serial number.
Yep.
And it'll tell you whether or not you're eligible. And then if you are, you just click, and then you just I think they either post it to you or you can go pick it up.
But like even if you've got 2 at home, Eric, why not just do it? I don't know, it might take you 10 minutes to do it.
And then give it
eBay
to someone I don't like very much as a Christmas present.
Or Christmas present, or eBay it. How much are they worth? I don't know how much they're worth, the new ones. $80
eBay, $50, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, well, you could probably do that.
Could be brand. You know what you would do. You know what the smart thing is to do. You'd get it. It'd be in a box. Like Apple's not going to give you a brand new one in a plastic bag, right? It'll be in a box, and suddenly you've got a brand new, never been used collector's item.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You could put that on the shelf and wow the ladies.
Yeah, put that on the shelf. You have like a little Leo cabinet.
Yes.
All his,
that's right.
He's got the Newtons and actually, I was at a barbecue on the weekend. And a mate of mine, one of the guys I went to Singapore with for the race, he said, "I've got to clean out my my office." And they said, "I'll just look at your." I call it the den. Remember Mr. Brady's den in the Brady Bunch?
Yes. Yep.
Remember that? Right.
Yep.
It looks like that. Right. Looks like
model.
So I call it. I think it was probably built around the same time. The house.
Yeah.
So I don't call it his home office or his study. I call it the den.
The den.
Give me a look at your den.
Yeah.
Because it's got the wood paneling, walls and
nice.
Quite nice. Looks like a chalet.
Yeah.
But
everyone had a den in the 60s.
Everyone. They did. Yeah. Everyone had a den.
Bewitched bloke had a den.
Yes. Correct. He did have a den.
Whatever his name was.
Durwood.
Yeah. What's his last name?
Remember, the mother-in-law used to call him Durwood.
Yeah. And I think Tony from My Dream of Jeannie had a den, but up in the attic.
I'm looking in his den.
Yeah.
And in the corner, he's got a no joke, immaculate, still working Apple IIe.
Nice.
Working.
Yeah, nice.
And it still works. He'd be bloody turned it on, and there you go. Mouse and everything.
Yeah. I know you wouldn't get too much software for it these days, but I can still remember I had a 2E, And I remember you
He's got
booting
the
them.
original. He's got the original software still, but yeah, nothing else would run on it.
Yeah, I remember booting them up, and you turn it on and go beep, and then the floppy drive you go, and then it'd start going.
Yeah,
Good
the
old
sweet
days.
sound of computing.
Oh, the good old days. I remember the Apple II with the tape drive. Hey.
Yeah, but then you went to the dark side.
Yeah. Then I actually went from Apple II. I used Apple II, 2E, 2C, and then I bought an Atari ST.
Yes.
And then after the Atari ST, I bought my first IBM compatible, as they used to be called.
Everybody did, mate. You weren't the only one. Every man and his dog bought one.
Yes, with 4 meg
And I
RAM.
just remember dicking around with Windows 3.
Oh, yeah.
What a piece of pus that was. Then they came out with Windows 3.1 that allowed you to network between computers.
Wasn't? No,
And
that
that's
was...
when it got...
I think network was 3.11.
Oh, 3.11.
I think that was the network
And,
one.
the user interface was so poxy. But it allowed you to network, and you're setting up the IP addresses and all. Oh, geez, it used to take hours
Look, I
to
remember
hook up one computer.
I remember running coax, for the T port
Yes.
network.
Yeah.
And you had
The
to have
network was all coax, yes.
and you had to have it in a ring. Like, you couldn't just have it from
Yes.
it had to go around in a circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old
But
days.
it was probably faster than what we got now, because isn't cable supposed to be faster?
Well, supposed to be. But anyway, I got one more story before we go. This is one for all the guys out there, and maybe for all the girls that are sick of putting up with all this sort of stuff. But now I've got a little video for this. I know it won't help you guys that are listening, but anyway, it's only a short video. You get the idea. Researchers from Waseda University. Now this is in Japan again. Jeez, they've been busy. Have invented a robotic bear that flips people's heads in their sleep to open the airwaves. Stops you from snoring.
Oh, for God's sake.
The bear...
okay, go on.
The bear
I'll have my say in a minute.
The bear known as Jakushi-kun, which is used as a pillow and has a built-in microphone. As soon as Jasuki-kun detects a loud snore, his paw reaches up gently, at least in the demo that I'm going to show you, and pushes the sleeper's head to one side. How very thoughtful. Now, do you want to have
Very thoughtful.
Now we'll have a look at the
Have a look.
have a look at the video. Now, what's happened? Hang on. We've got to push that back in the... Oh, I don't know. Hang on. Wait till we get the video. Cue the video. Cueing the video. Now, we can talk over the top of it. I don't particularly want to hear Japanese voices. But here he is, laying in the bed. Starts to snore. And the bear pushes his head over. Is that the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life? Look at it.
So you have to sleep with this freaking thing.
Yeah, it's like your pillow as well.
Oh, right, okay.
Hang on, we just go back. Look. He's having a sleep. The bear reaches out and pushes his head. You going to get one, Eric?
No, sorry.
No. Doesn't do you?
I'll tell you what. There's only one real solution. Well, okay, not one. In most cases, or in a lot of cases, snoring will stop if you do one of two things: lose weight and sleep on your side.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Because it's the pressure of your throat collapsing on itself.
That's right.
It,
Gravity. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to sleep on your back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I sleep on my back. I like sleeping on. There's something on the
Yeah,
side.
so do I.
Yeah.
I. But I have to turn over because even the fittest people will start snoring.
Yeah.
If you do a first aid course, the first thing they do if someone's on their back is turn them on their side and tilt their head back.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Same thing to open up the airwaves.
Yeah. That's
So and that's how you should sleep in that position, that first aid position.
All right, I'm just laughing at Milo's made a funny thing in the lounge. Yeah, but it is ridiculous. Prune one. It is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, good one, Milo.
So anyway, everyone, let's join us live. .thesecrethub.com, the lounge. Watch the show, record live. If you can put up with all our pre-show antics and mic problems and everything, but it's held out, Eric. It's held out really well. It's gone over real good.
Oh, thank God. Well,
Yeah.
look, I'm on the cable, and you get this. You're going to believe this. while we've been talking and streaming this video, this podcast, I have been watching the stream on the same connection, and there hasn't been a hitch.
No. Was there normally a hitch on your ADSL?
Well, normally I will no. Well, I couldn't do both on the ADSL. It'd crap out. I might as well use pigeons.
Yeah. Oh, your ADSL's only 5 down, isn't it? It's a little bit slower than everything else.
5 down.
Yeah. All right. Well,
there's enough bandwidth here that I can use the up speed and the down speed at the same time.
Yeah. Well, we've come to the end of another show. And apologies for everyone that's waiting for the head, but he will be back next week, I promise. He was just tied up this week doing what he does. And I don't know what that is. It's a bit dodgy, I reckon.
Stay tuned for Chewing the Fat.
So Chewing the Fat. So stay tuned for Chewing the Fat. If all goes
episode, yes.
If all goes well, it's only going to be 10 minutes away.
Episode 17.
You can get Chewing the Fat if you're not live. You can get it on the iTunes, Eric. Is that true? Or YouTube?
Yes, and YouTube, and it's a different YouTube address now. It is.
Why is that?
I'll tell you the web address. Because I did something naughty. It's youtube.com/CTF Studio 71.
God,
that's where the Chewing the Fat videos are on there now. CTF Studio 71.
That's right, viewers and listeners. We had moved from Studio 69 because it was too cramped. We needed a bigger space.
That's right, and certain things were getting in my face. So
that's right, hanging down and tickling. So I meant like cobwebs, and so baby. It just gets worse, doesn't it? All right. So thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for the guys in the lounge. I hope you had a good time there. Live.thesecrethub.com. Don't forget you can watch the video at youtube.com/thesecrethub episode 264. And so Eric, you can contact Eric, myself, or Will, Glenn, or Eric at aussietechheads.com.au. Remember Eric's show, Chewing the Fat, and we might see you next week, Eric, if all holds out in your audio land.
Oh, yes, you'll see me next week. I'll sort this out eventually. If it stops raining, I'll be right. Now, don't forget, go to audible.com. The address, Glenn, is?
aussietechheads.com.au, and click on the banner and sign up through the banner, and give us a helping hand. Instead of donating to us, you can do that, and we're just as happy. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, and so until next week, it is bye-bye from us. Bye-bye.
See you guys.